The world's universities descend on Mumbai to promote their courses, hoping to attract Indian students and the lucrative fees they're willing to pay. There are plenty of colleges here in India, so why so much interest in going abroad and paying top dollar to study?
When you study abroad, you study with a Chinese man, you study with a Japanese man, you get a world perspective of what is happening in the world, you get global ideas, you become basically a global man.
Many of the universities in India, the degrees that they're providing can be bought. You don't even need to attend a college or something. You just pay money and you get a degree. So obviously people you don't get a very good job based on those sort of degrees.
IIT Mumbai is one of India's top engineering colleges. In a country of 1 billion people, only the best of the best get to study here. Competition for places is intense. But in the latest league table of the world's universities, it was placed just 233rd. India's institutes of technology provide the manpower that fuels the country's mighty IT industry. At home, places like this are revered. The government has designated them institutions of national importance. So why do they appear so low in rankings of the world's top universities? Like all such educational establishments, it's effectively competing with America's Ivy League. Institutions rich enough to afford the best academics, the most up-to-date facilities, and the most generous scholarships in the world. Rather than trying to beat them across the board, the IIT concentrates on engineering, where its faculty scores well against rivals. Unfortunately, most other Indian institutions come nowhere near matching that.
The overall standards are not that high compared to the top universities where you have Nobel Prizes being won by the faculty. You don't see that happening right now. So there are several things that need to be improved in the university system in India. But higher education is a very expensive business, and a great deal more investment needs to be made to actually reach the ranks of the top universities of the world.
In a bid to reduce the number of its brightest students heading abroad, the government has laid out the welcome mat to elite institutions from around the world. In future, they'll be able to open campuses here, a move the government hopes will force domestic universities to raise their game.
I'm sure, when they see other universities which have a international standing, they will be forced to, pull up their socks and, meet those standards. And we are allowing only the top 400 universities of the world to set up these campuses. So we feel it will be a credible way of setting up meaningful and good quality capacity, and also bringing in best practices from top universities worldwide.
For students at least, that should be cause for celebration. They'll get more choice without having to travel overseas, all thanks to some fancy footwork from the government. And if standards improve all round, well, that would certainly be something worth shouting about.